right, just let me know when somebody's out there. If there's anyone out there, just let me know in the chat. This is going to be an open discussion about, hey, Nancy, Jalon, Cheryl. And this is just an open discussion about TV show reboots. Everything regarding reboots. Hey, Jaden. I mean, heck, technically speaking, The Pains in itself is what? A spin-off series of House of Pain, but you can also count that as a reboot. I'll let it slide. Hey, Joel. Hey, Melvin. Can you post your Google Hangout name? I want to have and have not discussion. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched the last 2 episodes of The Pains. I think right now the big ticket item is Joanne suing Curtis and Ella for like that money. Okay, I want to put my email in the chat, and this is for anybody that wants to live stream with me at some point. Pretty much that's where you're on the phone and we're both having a live discussion. But basically, I want to talk about these reboots in general. I did the video, I think that was about 20 minutes long. I posted it this morning. And also, if you haven't done so already, I posted like 8 videos about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to go to the Have and Have Not YouTube, basically my channel, click on the video tab. There should be like 5 Have and Have Not videos, a TV reboot one, and then one about Space Jam, because YouTube's notification thing has been acting wonky. So just go over there to see what's up. But hey, Sophia, how's it going? And basically, I feel like some TV show reboots aren't as good as, you know, fans want them to be. I did remember watching the first 3 episodes of DuckTales. I did watch the Roseanne premiere, and I'm not actually mad at Roseanne because, well, to be honest, I grew up watching it in the 90s, and they're the kind of family that does come across as Trump supporters. So, yeah, I mean, it's the kind of show that you wouldn't really want to watch if you don't want to look at anything that's like politically driven. I mean, I think Last Man Standing, the one starring Tim Allen on ABC, I know that show got canceled due to political stuff. I don't know if it had to do because they were not supporting Trump or something along those lines, but I do know that had something to do with the show being canceled. But now I hear the show is coming back. So to everybody out there on the live stream right now, could you tell me, are there any potential TV show reboots that you're excited about? Tony, I want to see the Jamie Foxx show come back. I actually love that show. It was really good back on BET when it came on. I really don't know where they can go with that show. I mean, I feel like that's one thing about reboots that's important to think about. When these shows do return back to the television, what do they do with the storylines? Is it still going to focus on the main cast of characters? You know, what will they do if some of those characters actually passed away in real life? Or if certain actors and actresses do not want to come back to the show, because a lot of shows have like behind the scenes feuds that we don't even know about, you know, like one character didn't like another one. And also another thing to think about is when they bring back these shows, will they have like children? And if they do have children, will they be the main characters? Cameron, Mama's Family, I do remember that one as well. I think I watched that one on TBS. I remember Mama's Family, Who's the Boss, The Jeffersons, All in the Family. And I mean, remember when TV Land actually showed nothing but classic television shows? I'm talking about legitimately like a what? Bonanza, Gunsmoke, Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, um, Green Acres. And I remember, hey, I'm doing all right. How about yourself? And I remember TV Land actually had legitimately old school commercials like the Hawaiian Punch and Jolly Green Giant. Meet the Browns, I'm doing its own separate videos because that show, I was in stitches when I was at home a couple weeks ago and I was watching like a mini marathon on BET. I was laughing so hard at that because that show had me going. Good times. I was actually cleaning off my DVD shelf and I found that I actually had the first 4 seasons of the show on DVD. I never opened them, so I might go through some of those. Keenan and Kel, I would actually love to see that. I feel like that's one of those shows where I would rather watch like maybe an hour-long special or maybe like a mini movie on TV just to see if those two still had the same comedic chemistry that they did. Because I do remember they did a Good Burger sketch on Jimmy Fallon's Tonight Show. That was good. I think the big show everyone's talking about now is Martin because it is coming back. I know Sister Sister is supposed to be coming back as well, but that really does, again, Tia and Tamara, do they both have sets of twins, or does one of them have a boy, one of them have a girl? You know, they got pregnant at the same time. The Cosby Show, I don't think that's going to happen, but despite everything that's been going on in real life with Bill Cosby, I do feel like the Cosby Show is still a great program no matter what. Malcolm and Eddie, I remember that show too. That was pretty funny. Uh, I would love Chappelle, but he said in a comedy special on Netflix that he probably wouldn't do it again because the world we live in today, everybody's so freaking, sensitive and easily offended and crap. So I know if the show came back, there'll be a whole lot of flack for it. But at the same time, I feel like that would make it even more popular than it was back in the day. And I remember I do have the DVD set in that entire series because I was at Walmart. I think it was like $12. It was worth every penny. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Felicia Rashad would be the perfect one to play Veronica's mother on the show. And yes, I did see that there was a mini, like a very short trailer they released yesterday. I'm still trying to get the good screenshots because the screen was so freaking blurry. I'm trying to get the best shots of it. Then I'll do a video on it. And also apologies because I didn't do live streams for a while because the internet has been very crappy here. But luckily enough, Xfinity is mailing out a brand new modem. So hopefully it will come later this week. So it'll be faster internet. That way the live streams won't be as wonky as they have been. My wife and kids, that needs to come back for at least one more season because they literally just ended the show with Jay being pregnant. But I doubt my wife and kids will come back because Tisha Campbell's going to be on the Martin reboot unless she does both shows at the same time. So I did hear that the Wayans brothers might be happening. I read an article on that a couple days ago as well. I feel that bringing back the Martin show, if it doesn't, yeah, I don't know how they can outdo the original because the original is it ages well because I got that entire show on DVD. After Tommy passed away, what was that, 2016? And I was watching some episodes in 2017, and I still laugh so hard. Everybody hates Chris. I don't want that to come back because even Chris Rock himself said that, everybody hates Chris ended just like it did in real life. It got to the point where he left high school, he went for the GED, and that was it. So if a show had a legitimate conclusion, then I'm okay with it not coming back. But I'm talking about television shows where it was pretty much open ended. You know, it got canceled or something along those lines. Yeah, you're right. She did play a lawyer on the Cosby Show, so it'll be great continuity there. And yes, I also been reading articles online about have and have not characters getting new acting jobs on different shows because, well, the show's coming to an end, so they got to get going on with their lives. I mean, it's sad to see, but no, it's good to see them continuing to do well. It's just sad that the reality is the show is coming to an end soon. Wow. Girlfriends in it. I don't remember how that show ended, but I actually bought the DVD set off of Amazon I think last month. It was Girlfriends, the complete series for like 30 bucks. I actually got it. The only reason I got it is because I'm probably going to bring it home to my mom next time I go home, because I remember watching that show. William, I love William because obviously that's a female driven show, but William was the guy on there. He was hilarious. It's kind of like as a kid, Kim Possible, still awesome show. I love Ron Stoppable. Really, Rufus, his neck and roll rap. I loved him. Yeah, Eric, I'll definitely be doing more videos about the haves and the have-nots and what's going to happen in 2020 because I feel like those shows being powerhouses, it would be a shame to end them because every project he does from that point on is going to be compared to the haves and the have-nots. I don't think Veronica should meet Medea. I don't think so. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that. But here's an even crazier idea. Let's say if Tyler Perry creates a new drama series, what if there are have and have not crossovers? Like, you know, some of the characters from the haves and the have not shows up on a new show. Like if there's a new show with law, you know, it involves somebody going to court. What if Veronica shows up as an attorney or something along those lines? There are so many things Tyler Perry could do with these people. Like even if the haves and the have nots comes to an end, that doesn't mean the characters are gone for good. I mean, look at, you know, after House of Pain ended, Curtis and Ella showed up on Love Thy Neighbor. That's just a little piece of evidence right there. Well, let's see here. Since this live stream really it's not really a lot to talk about. What kind of live stream would you want me to do next? Because I do have my mic and all set up. If there's any other live stream you want me to do right now, let me know in the chat right now. Let's all go to quad. Yeah, I mean, that's why I feel like Medea's too ridiculous. Cheryl, Too Close to Home is gone. Like, it is legitimately gone. I mean, trust and believe. If I ever hear any news about it, I will let you know. But that show just ended. Like, that was a wrap. It's gone. It's not coming back. Allegedly. I know, right? That was one of those shows where it was literally about to fly, but they clipped its wings and that's it. Girlfriends in it mid-season due to the writer's strike in 2008. Also, the Parker should come back. Half and half. Yeah, UPN was a great channel. Like, I didn't have it personally. It was one of those networks where I would only watch it if I was visiting an aunt or a cousin where they had it. Keep it going for a few more minutes. Oh, thanks, man. Okay, definitely. I'll keep it going. Because sometimes numbers get to me. Like, I was sitting around here bored today. It's like, it was one of those things where I was just thinking about the fact that, man, life is kind of boring. But I think about back when I was stuck in that darn call center. So I'm grateful. Cameron, I have not uploaded the trailer yet because I haven't been able to find a good quality trailer because it's all choppy. Once I do, I will be doing another breakdown video. I don't know if it's going to be like 40 minutes like the other one, but it's going to be pretty good. Eve should come back. Yeah, I vaguely remember that show. And I know there was a show called Cuts. I know it starred Marcus Houston, who was Roger on Sister Sister. It was pretty much set in like a barbershop, beauty shop thing. I do not watch Roseanne because she supports Trump's even when Trump hated her. Yeah, I just watched the one episode because it was so popular. I just watched it just to kind of see what it was about. I'm definitely not tuning in each week, so don't look for reviews. But I just wanted to, tune in to see what the hype was about. TJ, the haves and have-nots is ending because it's ending. I mean, there's really no other way to say it. Remember, Tyler Perry's contract with OWN is ending in 2020, and he's going over to Viacom, which is another network. And as far as I know, if Loving You Is Wrong and the haves and the have-nots are going to be gone, like they're going to be gone, unless he decides to bring them back. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting you don't have the equipment yet. Oh yeah, it's not the equipment, it's the trailer, because usually when they put the trailers on YouTube, it's in clear cut quality. Since the trailer is so short, I don't know if they will. I'll wait until tomorrow. If the trailer isn't up on YouTube tomorrow, I'll say just screw it and I'll just do a video on it. But I gotta figure out a way to download the trailer off of Facebook. I don't know how to do that, so yeah, Viacom has BET and several other networks under the umbrella. Are there any other Disney shows you want to see come back? This is a tricky one because I'm going to put a picture on my YouTube. It's going to have like a bunch of my movies and stuff. I am a cartoon addict. I don't think I'll ever grow out of it because, especially since I have a young nephew, I love watching cartoons with him. The cartoons I used to watch, not what's on TV now because it sucks. I would love to see Darkwing Duck brought back. I love that show, Darkwing Duck. That's probably the main one I want to see. Since they have DuckTales, I do know that they said Darkwing Duck will appear on this version of DuckTales. I would love to see, in terms of live Disney shows, what was another good one? I did like Wizards of Waverly Place, but I feel like, especially Selena Gomez, she's gotten so big now that they wouldn't bring that back. Dang, that's a good question. I need to think about the old ones. TJ, no, it's not a rumor. The show is legitimately ending. I know there are just way too many storylines. TJ, I only watched the first 3 episodes. I think I only watched the first 3 episodes because the hype was so big about DuckTales, and then it's like I just kind of lost interest. Maybe one day I'll sit back and watch a few more, but that's it. Dang, I need to pull up a list of old Disney shows because I know Liv and Maddie, that was one of the more recent ones. Good Luck Charlie was actually a pretty good show, but in terms of my childhood, I know Bear and the Blue Boot. PB&J Otter, that was a good one. That was a good show. Recess, Kim Possible. Raven's Home, I actually talked a lot about that in another video. I actually like the show because even though I haven't watched every single episode, I feel like Raven's Home is definitely one of those series where it has the feel of the original That's So Raven, but it's about the new kids on there. So I actually like that show. Yeah, that's one thing that turns me off about rebooted, especially animated series. If it's not in the same animation style as when I grew up, I'm not going to look at it as, oh my God, they're bringing back my favorite show. It's going to be like, oh, they got different voice actors that are doing different things with the characters. But to be honest, the new DuckTales at least made Huey, Dewey, and Louie different from each other as opposed to just being clone car. Oh my God. Thank you, Eric. Static Shock. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I love that show. Gotta beat superhero. No, I actually love the entire DC animated universe, like Static Shock, Batman Beyond, Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited. I want to see Corey and Raven's parents make an appearance. I hope so too, because those are episodes I will drop everything to watch when the older characters actually are on the show. I mean, the WB in terms of animated shows was awesome. I remember getting off of the bus and watching Animaniacs, Freakazoid, Pokemon, Teen Titans. No, God, no. Quack Pack. I hated that show. Love Boat. Eh. Yeah, I mean that was kind of like before my time, but I didn't mind watching it. I remember Chips. Yeah, the police show. Space Jam versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit. In terms of iconic, I feel crap. Damn, that's a good question. I need to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I haven't watched that since I was like 12. Once I watch it, then I'll let you know. I can't decide now. I feel like since I was born in 91, to me personally, Space Jam was more iconic, but Who Framed Roger Rabbit is like a classic. Yeah, I feel like that's the good way to say it. Yeah, I got the Parkers on DVD. All of Us, that is on YouTube, like the entire series. I remember last month I watched like 12 episodes. It is awesome. The Hughleys, another show that's on YouTube, great. Bonkers, I do remember that show. What's another good one? Earthworm Jim, that was another show I remember watching. Kirby, I remember like one Saturday morning, the Fox box on Fox. I know Cartoon Network and Disney obviously had a bunch of cartoons. Hanging with Mr. Cooper, that was another good show too. I know every time I go home, there's always like a marathon of Moesha or the Parkers on TV. And then, of course, late night, I think on like VH1 or MTV, they always have marathons of like Martin and the Wayans brothers. Yeah, Goof Troop. I mean, that's one thing about the 90s that I love. You could not top the theme songs of those cartoons. They were just awesome. Heck, I remember a pup named Scooby Doo. That was awesome. Fame, again, that was before my time. I never really got into it. Yeah, the 90s were lit. I just love going, like, if I'm doing something, like, I'll go on YouTube and just pull up a video. It's like cartoon theme songs from the 90s. Living Single, I know it's on Hulu, and I think they only got like one or two more seasons to put out, and then they'll have it on DVD. I know Family Matters put out every single season. I'm just waiting until they do like a box set where they have all the episodes, and it's at a price I can afford. Like Papa Like Son, yeah, that was a good one. I remember House of Mouse too. That was another good cartoon. I mean, here's how you knew a TV show was good back in the day. Like when you missed the theme song and you were pissed off, you knew that you loved that show, or at least the theme song. 227 to Amen. Yeah, 227 is on OWN. Amen. I remember that show too. That was a good one. I call it like the Jefferson's Point 2.0. It's like Jefferson goes to church. But I feel like when it comes to these reboots and TV shows, are they really doing them because they care about the product, or are they just doing it because they'll capture nostalgia to make money off it? Because I do respect some of these shows where like the actors and actresses refuse to do sequels if the script isn't that good, if it doesn't kind of recapture the feel of the original. Whereas some of these shows, you can kind of tell that people involved are only doing it because they need money. So, all right. Well, any closing thoughts before we end this live stream? I'm just hoping that modem comes by the end of the week, so hopefully there aren't any more glitches, because I hate it when it tells me the video isn't going through. But it sounds like this was actually a pretty good live stream, because nobody told me that they couldn't hear me or couldn't see anything. All right, guys, so thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.